this is Aaron Wallace from Balancer Fitness. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I wanted to be able to talk with you guys about how we can be able to do a really, really good leg workout with least amount of money. So when you go out and you see the gym and you see the lineups of leg machines that you see leg presses or squat racks or tons of different weights, leg extension, leg curl machines, the inner and outer thigh machines. All those machines and equipment add up to tens of thousands of dollars that you'd have to spend to buy those pieces of equipment, or the infinite amount of money that you're going to end up spending to be able to go and pay your gym memberships that you can be able to go and be able to avoid all those expenses with the things that we're going to teach you in this video today. How to be able to get a leg workout with nothing more than about 20-pound dumbbells. And I'm using about 20-pound dumbbells, is that most people won't even need that. But I'm talking about using the 20-pound dumbbells for my friends of mine who may be a little bit stronger, maybe who think of themselves as more athletic. But most people can get away with almost very little weight, less than that, or sometimes even no weight at all. So today I'm going to be going through a circuit exercise program of how we can be able to go and utilize exercises where you just have a band and some small weights, maybe a step that you have at home, maybe one of your stair steps. So without further ado, I'm going to go through an entire cycle of those, teaching you a little bit how to do them properly, what you should feel, what you shouldn't feel, etc. So the first thing we're going to start off with is one of everyone's favorite exercises is the lunge. And we're going to do what's called a multi-directional lunge. So we're going to do lunges in all different directions. So we're going to start off on just the basics about doing any lunge is making sure that you don't go and shift your weight forward. So as I'm stepping forward into the lunge, I'm not putting my weight over my knee, or I'm not leaning forward. I'm standing upright. I'm getting my knees close to the ground as I possibly can, pushing off the front leg to propel myself back. So the basics of when I do the multi-directional lunge are going to be very similar to that, no matter which one that we're doing. So I'm going to go basically around, imagine I'm going in a clock. All right, so I'm going to start forward, then I'm going to go on an angle forward, then out to the side, then back into the side, then straight back. And I'm going to show you each of them, and then I'm going to go through about 2 more cycles holding on to the weight. So as I go forward, coming down, coming up, then diagonally forward, pivoting my back foot, keeping my shoulders square, then laterally, then back into the side, each way, nice and slow, and then straight back, coming back up, and that's one cycle. So I'm going to go through a couple more cycles, just holding on to some 20-pound dumbbells. Nice and slow. So the slower that you go, the less weight that you have to use, the less stress on your joints. You'll start to feel that heart rate come up. You'll start to feel like you're going to need to breathe a little bit heavier. And again, all I've got is these 20-pounders. So if everyone ever goes and says they don't get a cardiovascular workout from strength training, they haven't done lunges before. And that's an extra 2 times through. So now, next one I'm going to go through is step downs. So the step downs, you can use any normal height step that you have at your home. What you're going to do is you can hold on to your handrail that you have at your home. You're going to step down with my right foot, while my left foot's going to stay up. So this is going to work on stability walking down steps. So I'm going to bow forward, come down, touch the floor with my right foot, and then slowly come back up to the starting position. So I want to have my foot about 5 to 10 degrees pointed outward, sticking the butt out, bowing forward and coming down. That makes me work the inner portion of my quadriceps and my glutes. As I do it, I'm putting less stress on my knees. Just like that. So, go. Pick up my weights, and I'll do a set of 12 each side. Inhaling down, exhaling up. And 10, 11, and 12. That's really getting tough. Now I'm going to go down with the other foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, getting really challenged here. 9, 10. Oh, 11. 12. Oh, goodness. Oh, there you go. And like I said, I've been doing these workouts I've been working out with strength training since I was 13 years old. And I'm near 40. So let me tell you that you don't need massive amounts of weights to be able to go and get a great workout. And again, I've been doing this for a long time. So if we do things correctly, we do things at the right pace, less is more. And I know the dumbbells are almost as expensive as a PlayStation 5 at launch. So at this point, because everyone wants to work out at home, so you don't want to be having to have to spend a massive ton of money on equipment that helps you save money on gym memberships. So what we're going to go to now is we're going to work on the leg extension leg curls. So right here I've got this on this little Velcro strap that I'm going to put my foot in. But a lot of times you can just use a band as well. So if you have this Velcro strap, you can hook this Velcro strap to a resistance band. And I'm going to set it at the lowest point. So when you do it at home, you can set it on the bottom hinge of a door frame or something stable. Maybe a pole, support poles in your basement, something like that. So I'm going to put my foot in. Let's start my work in my left leg. And we're going to do a cycle where we're going to do hamstring leg extensions, hamstring curls, inner and outer thighs. So when we think about the exercises that we see with these isolation exercises, we see usually knee extension, knee flexion. We also see the inner and outer thighs where we're bringing the leg out against weight, in against weight. We can do this all in a circuit very simply by just using our band. So I'm going to stand on my right foot. Now, if you're having trouble balancing, because we're doing a lot of balance work here, you can have a chair or something or a counter next to you or something that can help you balance. I'm going to put my left leg up, and I got the resistance design. I'm going to do leg extensions. So 3 seconds out, 3 seconds back. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So right now I've got just a 10-pound plate. I just got one plate on. And by just pacing it nice and slow, I can work on keeping my posture upright and being able to go, and I'm working that standing leg as well. So I'm really feeling that burn going down the right leg as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, oh, there we go. 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Oh, there we go. All right, so you can see it's quite challenging. It doesn't have to be very fast. It doesn't have to be much weight. Now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do the hamstring curl. So maybe you've seen those machines where you're laying down on your stomach, putting your feet under a bar, and you're curling your feet up towards your butt. Again, you can do the exact same thing with much less equipment. Stand on that foot, keep your knees together, and that foot's going to come up towards your butt. 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale forward, exhale, drawing the belly button as you come back. And as you can see, I'm really working my balance and coordination. You should feel your core musculature working as well, all in an unsupported environment. So no matter how strong you are, or how strong you think you are, you're going to be quite challenged going through this routine. And 2 more, 11 and 12. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and do abduction, where I'm going to step back so you can see the camera here. I'm going to stand on my right foot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring the leg in. 1 and 2. Chest and eyes up. 3. You should feel those inner thighs working on this leg, but you should also feel this standing leg, if you're doing it right, with the toe pointed straight ahead, knee bent, weight on your instep, you'll really feel that right leg working, that standing leg working. Inhale, exhale. There we go, that's 12. Or at least that's just as much as I can do, so my foot is on fire here. Now I'm going to do going outward. Now we're going to do abduction. So I'll go ahead and turn a little bit this way so you can see that. Here. And then I'm going to go outward with the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and oh, there you go, that's about it. So as you can see, I used 10-pound plate on there. Again, maybe 10 or 20 pounds is all you would ever need for something like this to do it correctly. So again, it's about being able to do things nice and slow. So whenever we do any workout, the pacing of it is really, really important. If you're starting to go super fast, where you're trying to rip out the reps as fast as possible, you end up having to feel like you got to use more weight, and then that puts more risk of injury on your joints. By going slow, pacing things slow, you can get an entirely extremely challenging leg workout by using very little weight. You know, again, the most I used was a couple of 20-pound dumbbells. And that's all, 99.9% of the population has to use. I understand maybe if you're working on being a bodybuilder where you need these, very, very specific pieces of strength training equipment. I kind of get that because you're trying to be able to go and work in a very specific way to be able to get a very specific result. But for anyone who is just working on improving strength, improving function, being able to go and help lose weight, all of those things, all of those goals can be achieved without massive amounts of equipment and massive amounts of investment. So with that, if you guys liked today's workout video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. If you'd like to be able to go and see something at a particular topic or maybe a workout you want to see, please don't hesitate to leave that as well. I'd be happy to be able to have suggestions on what you guys in the audience would like to be able to see. And again, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Friday. I know in Michigan it's starting to be a little bit sunny, and I know everyone wants to be outside. So thank you so much again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.